Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yusuf bin Haji Osman, and with us is Dr. Mat Farouk Abdullah from UNISA. Today is the 5th of February 2024. So the purpose of our interview today is to get input into our research. The title of our research is The Determinants of the Influence of Customers' Technology Adoption in Selecting Takaful Plan Implications for Marketing Strategies. So what we would like to know is, one of the objectives is to examine the current use, to study the current practices of Takaful in adopting technology in the selection of its products in Malaysia. So we have interviewed one experts from the industry, and we would also like to interview the experts from the academics. So if we look at these objectives, number one is to study the current practices of Takaful in adopting technology in the selection of its products in Malaysia. We also want to study the factors influencing customers' willingness to adopt technology in selecting Takaful products in Malaysia. And then we want to examine also the benefits and challenges associated with adopting technology. Perhaps with using technology, the Takaful industry can benefit, and in terms of getting the customers, and eventually could lead or help to increase the growth of the Takaful industry in Malaysia. And we would like to propose strategies. After all of this, we would like to propose strategies that can be implemented to increase the adoption of technology in selection of Takaful products in Malaysia. So I thank you, Dr. Farid, for joining us and for helping us. So I would like to start with perhaps the first question. As far as you are concerned as an academician, what is the current practice of Takaful industries in adopting technology? As far as you know, do you think the Takaful industries have used extensively the technology in the management and in dealing with the customers? So what do you think?
Assalamu alaikum, and first of all, thank you very much for interviewing me and giving me the opportunity to share. Takaful and technology is getting really important now, and many Takaful companies are adopting technology and gradually reducing their reliance on the agents in terms of processing the claims as well as managing the customers even also promoting the products and services, even products and services are promoted through websites and so on, right? So there is a development of using the technology right now is that many things now customers can do using the portal, right? Like online banking. So people can like log in and then they into his account in certain takaful institution, and then they can do a lot of things that previously used to be done by the agents, like updating the information, look at your portfolio of your like investment and risk fund and your contribution, payment method, and so on. So there is a significant development of technology. But at the same time, there are also challenges, and of course, there's also a question in terms of adoption by the customers, because the first thing is technology make your life easy. But when the technology is making your life more difficult, so that is the problem. So even me, as a personal level, as a customer of Takaful, as I see that some of the agents also, they are not well trained of using the technology. So there are some agents, they don't even know that how to use it properly. So that is one of the problem. And second is many customers, they also, when they log in, maybe the features, the way they use the technology is not user friendly. So that really gives a lot of hassle to the customers when they need to update certain information and so on. So that is the thing that the takaful institutions, they need to take into consideration, as well as the thing is whether the technology is really working or not. As I can see that many if you go to your portal and you want to apply for certain thing, it is not actually working. So that is the thing. And then whenever you have a problem to use it, whether the takaful institution is really responding your query to your problem immediately or not through the technology. And based on my experience, it's not. So I would say that most of the customers, they are really having a trouble to use the technology in terms of the trust. That first, whether they can really trust and they can really rely on the technology. Because first, when there is a problem using the technology, there is no support or immediate solution for that. And also, with the growing, threats, technological threat, there are so many scams and so on. So we also need, the customers also need assurance that the takaful institutions, they are doing their due diligence in terms of managing the security of the customers' accounts and the payment. Of course, the technology can sometimes be better, like it can manage, give security in terms of scam by the agents. So that is one good thing, that when you have use technology, the customers, they can directly get into their account and know everything, which is better than previously, that the agent used to control everything. It was very difficult for you to know if the agent is cheating you, but now it is better. But at the same time, we also need assurance that the technology is also protecting our information, and also whenever they're making payment with these are safe and sound. So I think that is these are the main concern.
So, in your opinion, what is the extent of use of technology in the takaful? For example, maybe 70% or 80%. of the technology have been used in the in perhaps in the management or in the in dealing with customers, because one of our aim is to identify whether the technology has been used by the takaful operators or the takaful industries, and we are still not clear. So, in your opinion, have the takaful industries fully used it, or partially used it, or what do you think?
Well, I would say takaful institutions, they are partially using the technology because still the main job is done by the agents. Still, the customers will rush to the agent and they will communicate through the agents as their main point of reference. While even though if the customers, they need to use the technology, is the agent that will guide them, right? So as I said that the customers also maybe the the technology is not user friendly, so the many customers, they need the agents to assist them. And the second is that the technology is also not in action, right? There are certain features that you can do, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's not working. So the customers again need the agents to help them in that. So previously also I have some problems and I tried to settle it through the technology, but it didn't work out. So
Oh.
we need to go through the manual process.
Mm.
So the technology was not, I would say, effective. So still it is in the development stage and people are still primarily relying on the agents. So but I would say that technology can actually reduce a lot of burden on the takaful institutions, as they are paying a lot to their servicing agent. But if they use the technology properly and if they invest on that, they can actually reduce a lot of costs on paying to the agents in terms, and also the burden on the agents as well in terms of managing the claims, updating the information, and solving the other issues of the customers.
So there are still issues, yeah, and problems in using the technology. I've read that one of the issues has to do with the literacy. The some of the customers, especially B40, some, yeah, but not all of them are not technology literate. Those people living in rural areas, in villages, and the education level is not high. So those are some of the issues. What do you think?
Well, that is, of course, the technology literacy is a issue, but for that we do not really. For me, I will not blame the customers or B40 to that we need to educate them, but as I can say that B40, they are also using Facebook, they are using YouTube, right? So how they can do that is because it is so user friendly. People can easily they do it. Even the B40 also they are using online banking. They're doing it, but for takaful they are not, right? So the literacy issue, yes, it is. Is also I agree, but it is more on the on the Takaful companies side, that they need have more responsibility than only educating the B40 groups, as well as not only the B40, even usually the elder generations, that those who are above 50 or even above 40, they are also that not technology literate, means they are not really like to use the technology as well. So it will be actually difficult to change, because they have really habituated in a different way. So at the age of 60, you want to ask them to use the technology, is will be difficult. So in this case, what I would suggest is that make the feature more user friendly, so that it is easy for the B40 or a normal layman to use it. For example, most of the people you'll use their smartphones rather than the computer, right? So,
Yeah.
but as I'm based on my experience, if you want to use your smartphone to log into your account to get service, it's much more difficult than you do it in the computer. But of course, many people, some they do not have the time to go to their PC and open their portal, or some they may not have it. All right, so it's I would say that the thing which is important here is the Takaful institution or corporate companies, they need to invest more on developing the technology or the apps which are user friendly, which is really attractive, that they can even the B40 groups, they can easily log into the system, and they can get their service through through the apps or whatever technology is used. So I would say that is the main concern.
So the technology, like you said before, has many benefits. Yeah. So in the case of Takaful, what benefits that, in your opinion, can be utilized, and how the technology can be further utilized? I think you mentioned a little bit about the use of ads, yeah? So any other measures that could be taken by Takaful Industries in order to fully utilize the technology, in order to uh, gain the benefits in terms of growing their industry. So what's your opinion?
Well, I would say adopting the technology is a must for the Takaful companies, and most importantly, to cut the costs, to reduce the costs. As you see that Takaful companies, they have to have a branch office, and they have to have agents to go through the process of documents. So that can be actually done directly, and they can reduce burden on the branch offices as well as on the agents, so that they can minimize the number of agents. They can minimize the cost to retain the agent, as well as to retain the branches. Because if a customer goes through manually, let's say to update one information in his system, he has to submit to the agent. Agent will submit to the branch, and then from the branch they have to post it to the mail. But you see, all these can be managed using the technology, that you can cut the costs, as well as also you can cut the time. So once the customer, he just upload that document in the system, so immediately it can be checked and verified. Right, it doesn't have to go through all this process. So technology can make the things faster, as well as it can cut the costs, reduce the costs. At the same time, also technology can help it to respond the customers' need as well. If they develop a technology which is efficient, so in terms of the management of the claims, payment, and so all can be done very fast, and also it will be cost efficient if the technology is used. And of course, the technology also should be used in order to survive in the competition as well. So if certain takaful operator is not developing its technology, so when the others are developing, so and they are becoming more cost efficient, so and they are selling their product cheaper than the others, so it will be very difficult for these takaful companies to survive as well in the industry if they do not adopt the technology.
Yes, very invaluable insights. And another thing that we are trying to do in this study is perhaps to propose strategies that can be used to increase the adoption of technology. So currently, the takaful industries I think they have been trying to utilize, and from time to time, the use of technology has been on the rising trend. And I think in the future, the use of technology will increase, and consequently, the use of agents might be decreased. And at some point, the agents might have a lesser role. That's just my my view.
Yes.
So now the question is how we can how the takaful industries can increase, because I think the use, like you said, the adoption of technology has many benefits. One of them is to reduce the cost and to increase efficiency. Now, can you propose strategies for these takaful industries on how they can increase the adoption of technology?
Well, okay. So first, adoption of technology is really initially will be done by creative developers. So I would suggest to the takaful operators is to increase the budget for this, because I would say many technologies, they are not that developed because firstly because they do not have enough budget, and when they do not have enough budget, they cannot hire good developers in order to develop a good technology. So in order to make it something innovative, in order to make something very user friendly, and in order to be do something new and to be the leader in the industry, you must to do something good, you must hire good developers, and for that you need a lot of money. So I would say the first thing is the allocation of budget is the most important thing first. And then after they have allocated the budget, what I would say that they can think of developing the technology in terms of even they can start with the promotion or the marketing. They can even develop the robo-advisory services, right? As well, so that the customers will be informed if they have any questions, basic questions, it can be answered. And then secondly is the technology will be supported by a strong group that will provide the services based on the technology. Means that when there is any request through the system, the technology, so there is a staff to tackle that needs. So many technology fail when they do not serve the purpose. So when customers they have a problem using the technology, something, so they must have a prompt response system where the support staff can immediately help the customers to solve the problem in using the technology. At the same time, also the agents themselves, they should be trained to tackle to use the technology as well. And then maybe the certain campaigns or certain workshops or even the agents should be like they can be trained in such a way that they can also train or at least show the customers that how to initially use the technology. So that kind of strategies can be taken in terms of I would say the allocation of the budget first, hiring good developers, and then there should be a good support system that will promptly answer any questions or issues that happens regarding the technology. So many technology fails when people do not have trust that if, let's say, if I make any query through the system and I do not get any response, so I will not go to the technology for the second time. I will go to the manual way because I already used the technology and I had requested this, but never I got response, for example. So have to make the technology workable. So they have to take the more initiatives for this one, so that they can gradually rely on their branches and any other options. And technology can also help to put everything into one, right? They can use different types of products, as well as they can also offer
The online interview.
they can also offer financial planning and others kind of thing also through one platform. So that will be a very good option.
So yeah. So what else do you think we can include in the study? Yeah? So we have four objectives now: to study the current practices of Takaful in adopting technology, to analyze factors. This one we do using the questionnaire. Number two is to use questionnaire, and we have the framework. Number three, to use the interview. And number four, to also to use the interview. Yeah? So anything else if you like to add to improve this research?
Well, I think we have already covered. So what I would say is the problem in the technology is again for many is that it's not that user friendly. It's not gaining the trust from the customers. So the Takaful operators they really need to work hard on this, and they in order to be competitive in the market. So I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Farooq. Dr. Rahayati has been trying to join, but she said she couldn't join. I wonder why. uh, so inshallah, we will issue an appointment letter as an expert for this interview. Inshallah, I will ask Dr. Rahayati to issue such letter. And other than that, I will discuss with the members also about the budget. I'm not really sure right now about the budget for the experts. I'm the leader of this group, and there are other members who will look into other aspects of the research, but unfortunately they cannot join us. So for some reasons, they cannot join us. Two of them, uh, two of them were from Unishams, but they changed. Sorry, they resigned from Unishams because they got offered from UITM
Okay,
starting this early February.
I
So
see.
perhaps they are busy in the process of, making adjustment to a new place.
I see. Okay. Inshallah.
So we appreciate very much your cooperation and your invaluable insights into this study. So inshallah, we'll meet again. Perhaps once this work is done. Right now, we finished writing 3 chapters. So this one
So
is
this is your
yeah, this is a framework to
Mhm.
to achieve the second objective, yeah, to analyze the factors influencing customers' willingness to adopt technology in selecting takaful products. Um, and these are the independent variables: performance expectancy, perceived usefulness, social influence, and facilitating conditions. The questionnaires will be given. Actually, we sent the questionnaires already to potential customers, and now we are waiting for the data to be analyzed. So these are the 4 determinants that we think should have a significant influence on the adoption of technology in choosing takaful. So we're waiting for the data to be analyzed. So we finished writing 3 chapters, and we are going for the 4th chapter. So the 4th chapters will include the analysis from the questionnaire and also the interviews. So inshallah, we will analyze the interview sessions. We have interviewed so far one from the takaful industry, and you represent the academics. And inshallah, later, 2 more interviewees, one from the industry and the other one from the academics. So thank you very much, Dr. Farooq. Inshallah, we'll meet again.
Inshallah. Thank you also for inviting me. Jazakumullah khairan, and inshallah we'll keep in touch.
Yeah. Jazakumullah khairul jaza. Assalamu
Yeah.
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.
Welcome. So can I leave now?
Yes.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.